Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will discuss about physical states of matter. Topic vapor pressure. So let's start our today's lecture without any delay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is vapor pressure? Vapor pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by a vapor in thermodynamic equilibrium with its condensed phase, solid or liquid at a given temperature in a closed system. And what does it mean? We will discuss later. And the second definition is vapor pressure is nothing but the tendency of the particles to escape from the liquid or solid. Its mean more high kinetic energy molecules will leave the surface of the liquid or solid to change in the gas phase, where there will be more vapor pressure. At normal temperature, substance with high vapor pressure is often referred to as volatile. If the temperature is normal and there will be more vapor pressure, it means these substances have less intermolecular forces and they can easily evaporate at room temperature from the liquid phase into gaseous phase. What is dynamic equilibrium? First, at the start, we can see that if we have a container with a closed beaker, and we can see that rate of vaporization in the first container, there will be more liquid and less vapors. But in the second, with the passage of time, there will be more gas phase, increasing gas phase concentration, and but still rate of vaporization is less than condensation rate. And in the third figure, you can see that vaporization rate is equal to condensation rate. Is called dynamic equilibrium. In which, what is the dynamic equilibrium? In which the number of vapors which are forming also at the same time condense again into liquid form. Vaporization is the formation of change of liquid phase into gas phase, and condensation is the change of gas phase into liquid phase. That's why when both interchange will be at equal rate, for example formation of vapor and condensation of vapor will be equal, is called dynamic equilibrium. So here it is the first definition. Vapor pressure exerted as a pressure exerted by vapor. When a vapor exerts a pressure in thermodynamic equilibrium with its condensed phase, solid or liquid, at a given temperature in a closed system. अगर आपके पास एक closed system है, you have a closed system, and the vapor pressure exerted by a vapor at thermodynamic equilibrium, when the rate of condensation and rate of vaporization is equal in a closed system, is called vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by a vapor in thermodynamic equilibrium. And here it is an example of your book. The pressure exerted by the vapors of a liquid at equilibrium with a liquid at a particular temperature is called vapor pressure of a liquid. The pressure exerted by vapors. The pressure which exerts vapors of a liquid at equilibrium. What is the equilibrium? When the rate of vaporization and rate of condensation will be equal with the liquid at a particular temperature, and is called vapor pressure of a liquid. And the equilibrium is state when rate of vaporization and rate of condensation is equal to each other but in opposite direction. Liquid change into vapors and vapors condense back into liquid. And with the liquid at a particular temperature is called vapor pressure of a liquid. With the liquid mean the liquid used in a, and the liquid we using in a container, and we experimenting about, and we are talking about it. The pressure is exerted by the vapors of a liquid and of a liquid at equilibrium with the liquid at a particular temperature. It's mean At particular temperature, the vapors which exert pressure with a liquid at particular temperature. From the open surface of a liquid, molecules evaporate and mix up with the air, but when close the system, evaporating molecules start gathering over the liquid surface. Initially, the vapors condense slowly to return to liquid. After some time, condensation process increases and stage reached when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation. First of all, you can see here that rate of vaporization is more. Then slowly rate of vaporization is increasing and rate of condensation, you can see here some molecules are going back to the liquid state, from the vapor to liquid state. You can see here at the start rate of condensation is slow, but with the passage of time rate of vaporization and rate of condensation will be equal, and this is called equilibrium or thermodynamic equilibrium. Next, here is two headings. First heading, definition, which is starting from the first line to the is called vapor pressure of a liquid, and second will be the explanation equation, or you can see the second heading will be equilibrium state, and from the open surface there will be third heading, which is called explanation. Vapor pressure equilibrium, here it is another example. Water is volatile, it evaporates easily. Volatiles are the compounds which evaporates easily. So at the air water, intergaseous water and liquid water come into contact, and the more evaporation that occurs, the more gaseous water, here it is. You can see here more evaporation, the more gaseous water will be here, which is called vapors. These evaporated molecules push against their surroundings, and more evaporation, higher vapor pressure. It's mean simple evaporation is changing of liquid phase into gaseous phase. If more number of molecules are changed from liquid phase to gas phase, there will be more vapor pressure. They will exert more pressure to the surrounding atmosphere, and they will push the, even you can see in our homes, if we cooked something and if we boil something with a lid, and when we increase the temperature, the lid start to vibrate. It's mean the vapors, the liquid which convert into gaseous form, and the vapor pressure is exerted a pressure on the lid that cause the lid to move. So more evaporation, more will be the vapor pressure, and the vapor pressure more exert the pressure on the surrounding. Vapors will exert more pressure on the surrounding. But the water molecules can also go back in a closed system, will reach an equilibrium where the rate of leaving evaporation will be equal to the rate of returning condensation. But if we use closed system, if we open system, all the all the vapors which are changed from liquid phase to gas phase will go into the surrounding and will lost in the surrounding. But if we use the closed system, they will strike with the lid and anything and come back to the, and they will condense and come back towards the container. So the equilibrium is a stage when the rate of evaporation will be equal to the rate of condensation of the returning molecule and the returning vapors, and the rate of leaving vapors and rate of returning will be equal. So there is no net change in the number of molecules in the different states. Evaporation liquid to gas and condensation gas to liquid. I think you will be the concept will be clear now. What is the vapor pressure and how it is created, and what is thermodynamic equilibrium. Evaporating will be equal to the number of molecules coming back to the liquid state is called thermodynamic equilibrium, and you can see here in the figure A, the molecules are escaping from the surface in a closed system, and in the figure 2 the rate of the evaporation is increasing and rate of condensation is also start. But in third figure you can see that you can see that rate of vaporization and rate of condensation are equal. Equal number of molecules are leaving the surface and coming back to the surface. And vapor pressure of a liquid depends upon the following factors. And here is a major difference you can see here. What is the major difference between evaporation and boiling point? Actually, vapor pressure is created till the boiling point reached. More vapor pressure, evaporation when a liquid change into gas at any temperature. This is the simple evaporation. Vaporization when a liquid gas when heat is applied or at the boiling temperature. At boiling temperature, when liquid phase change into gas phase, it will cause more vapor, and it will cause more pressure on the surface of the liquid. This is called vapor pressure. And what is the boiling point? When the vapor pressure above the liquid, above the surface, the vapor pressure above the liquid or the solid becomes equal to external pressure or atmospheric pressure, this is called the boiling point. But below this at the time when there is when the internal pressure, vapor pressure is not equal to atmospheric pressure, the point in which external pressure or internal pressure, atmospheric pressure or vapor pressure are not equal, is called vapor pressure. The stage is called vapor pressure. And after that, when both vapor pressure and atmospheric pressure become equal, it is called the boiling point of a liquid. Below the boiling point of the liquid, the number of vapors which are formed above the liquid surface will call vapor pressure. And after that, effect of temperature, effect of size of molecules on the vapor pressure. Small size molecules can easily evaporate than big size molecules. Reason is that because small size molecules have low mass and density, that's why they easily evaporate, and small size molecular liquid exert more pressure. For example, hexane has a small size molecule as compared to decane. Hexane has 6 carbon and decane has 10 carbon. So because when the size of the molecule increases, intermolecular forces also increases, and the small size molecules have less intermolecular forces and more kinetic energy, and that's why they will easily evaporate and exert more vapor pressure. For example, hexane and decane. Therefore, hexane evaporates rapidly and exerts vapor pressure more than decane. Temperature, effect of temperature is the same. At high temperature, vapor pressure is higher than at low temperature. At elevated temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules increases enough to enable them to vaporize and exert pressure. We know that at high temperature, the kinetic energy of molecule increases and the intermolecular forces will decrease enough to escape them into gas phase and to convert them into vapor phase and to vaporize them. Enough to enable them to vaporize and exert pressure. And here it is an example and relationship between temperature and pressure. You can say at 0 degree Celsius, vapor pressure will be 4.5 of the water, and we increase the temperature to 20 degrees Celsius, there will be 17.5. When we increase the temperature 40, 55, similarly at 60, 149, at 80, 355, and at 100, the vapor pressure will be 760, and 100 is the boiling point of the water. When the vapor pressure will be 760 and temperature will be 100, at this temperature and this vapor pressure, the liquid start to boil, and this is called the boiling point. I think you can clearly see that at 0 degree Celsius there will also vapor pressure exist till the boiling point is reached, and it is the maximum vapor pressure is 760. But below the 100 temperatures at 60, at 80, 60. You can see here vapor pressure also exists at the temperature 60, 80. But 100 is the boiling point. Below boiling point vapor pressure also exists, but at boiling point, when the vapor pressure becomes enough, equal to atmospheric pressure, we know that 1 atm is equal to 760 torr. So when the 760 torr is equal to 760 millimeter of mercury, so when the vapor pressure of water becomes 760, which is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure, which is our external pressure or our atmospheric pressure, then at 100 degrees Celsius, temperature 100 degrees Celsius, at 100 degrees Celsius vapor pressure is 760 torr, or 760 torr is our atmospheric pressure. That's why this is called the boiling point of any liquid. I hope you understand. We increase the temperature, and when we increase the temperature, vapor pressure also increases, and it continues to increase and increase until it reaches the pressure equal to atmospheric pressure, and this is the boiling point. I hope you will understand this, and if you have any question, we will discuss in our video, in our online class. And here is the second diagram. As temperature increases, the amount of vapor generated by liquid in a closed container increases. This occurs because as the liquid gains kinetic energy, the molecules can overcome the intermolecular forces of attraction. They are prevalent in the liquid phase, and the vapor pressure increases and until it reaches 760 torr, or equal to 1 atm, 1 atmospheric pressure, and this is called the boiling point. Okay, and this is the main difference between the vapor pressure and the boiling point. Vapor pressure exists in all temperature, but when we increase the temperature, a limit is reached when a liquid start boiling. And what this limit? When vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure, 760 torr, 760 millimeter of mercury, 1 atm, 101,325 Newton meter per second square. Okay, till then, Allah Hafiz. Have a good day.